The thing about looking for love, relationships, and friendship is like, you know, of course people want love. They want to like feel good with somebody, share their life with somebody, you know, they want love. They want to feel love and be cared. They want an intense feeling of deep connection and fondness and tenderness. They want to like cuddle, they want to be together, equate with each other, which you would call traditionally like being in a relationship, you know. They want to join forces, you know, join ties with each other, get married, um, or, they could just even start off as friends and then the feelings and all that just comes with them or all of the above, you know. You read these stories of how people find like first love or somebody that they want their partner. It was always just random, like it wasn't like calculated. It wasn't about like how much money this person had or how cool they was, they swag. Like you look at these stories or the articles, it was just random or they just met somewhere, like just an isolated experience. Like the problem is a lot of people trying to force love and that doesn't exist. Like they want it because it feels good or social media shows these people living it when it's just fake. Like it ain't even like real. I'm not saying you can't love, like it's just they put so much false expectations on somebody to have, which they don't even have. What's they looking for these things, like it's like so calculated. Like it's just so calculated and just have numbers and when you're looking for love, relationships, and friendship, when it really ain't about none of that, but that's what people are looking for, right? And it don't work out. Instead of getting to like know people, build bonds, care for one another, it's just about only each other's interests. You know, it's kind of harder to find these things when you're older and when you just graduate school or college, because a lot of people they're just trying to like do what they got to do and survive. Like it's hard to look for like that, or they're just working long hours, so they're not gonna have enough time. It's kind of hard to look for that when you get older. So you have to like kind of like rely on yourself, you know, because people ain't thinking about that. That's the lowest of expectations. I mean, I'm not saying they don't want it. Of course, they would want somebody to be by their side and cheer them on, but like you got to survive. You got to work a job. You got to do this. It's kind of hard to like look for like love, relationships, and friendship when you get older because you're gonna be busy or you're gonna have a lot that's occupied, or you're just gonna be like alone and isolated. So it's not that as simple to like look for that when you get older. That's what they don't understand, you know. So you have to rely on when you get older, especially like when you fall out with people. You don't talk to them anymore. It's just not gonna be the same, and that's gonna leave like a taste in your mouth about people and that, and it's not gonna allow you to be open. I'm not blaming you, but this is how it is. It's kind of hard to look for these things as you get older. Like people tell you to like, oh, you should approach this person and you should maybe talk to this person. Maybe it's addressed out. Like if you didn't get these things when you was young, when you was in like middle school, high school, elementary, you're pretty much a done deal because you don't have like the access. You don't have to like you don't have the connections with people. Like you haven't formed a ability like to pair up with people and socialize. So it's gonna be kind of hard. You just going out of your own way and just doing that, just approaching random people or like trying to like be cool with strangers is like it's just a no go, man. Like why the hell are you doing that? Like you're approaching strangers. Like a lot of people just be hooked up with somebody because they know the person or they're cool, they tapped in. Like you're just so far late. So it's like it's just gonna be super forced. You know, a lot of people tend to go for the same person that somebody chooses or somebody that they know. It's not like strange and mysterious. You know. So like when you trying to look for these things, you get older, it's gonna be kind of harder. Like, what random adult wants to be like approached or talked to? Like, to see how the world is and like the news. Like, they're gonna get kind of creeped out about it. I mean, probably just gonna forget about it because life, or they're probably gonna get scared because past experiences they went with people. People treating them a certain way, leaving them hanging. Because when you get older, you start to reminisce of like the things that happened in the past. You would think people moved on because they got older, but a lot of times they don't even move on. It kind of hunts them. Like, so when you coming out of people like trying to like talk to them or do that, it's like they're always gonna be kind of like jaded. So it's gonna be hard trying to connect with this person. Even if they do want it, they're gonna have trust issues. A lot of people be having trust issues. So finding love, relationships, and friendships is kind of like not easy as you get older. Like, so you kind of have to know how to rely on yourself and live because it's not as simple. If you haven't been getting it, the reciprocation when you was young, if you haven't been getting the green light to talk to certain people, be around this space, and be invited to certain things, you're pretty much you're pretty much done. Like, like especially you're a guy like me who barely has friends or talk to people. Like, you know, it's not gonna be easy to look for that. You're gonna work a lot harder than the average person trying to obtain that, busting your ass for no reason, trying to get noticed. Like it's not gonna fucking work. Like all the stuff they tell you online, oh you should do that, and it's not gonna work, man. Unless the universe or whatever out there just brings you a soulmate, that ain't gonna like work, man. And plus, it's like it's just dumb. Like, uh, it just won't even work at all. Like they telling you to gaslight you, like to make you feel bad. Truth is like you just nobody had told you this. You didn't have the connections or friends, and it's just how this society is right now. It's just not designed for people to pair bond with each other and connect. Just how everything is like people are on edge, so it's like it's kind of hard to like find love because people are like a lot more colder and are in survival mode. So everybody's just out for one another, like, and people are kind of paranoid. You can't be like in a relationship with somebody like that because it's like they're in like a state of like, oh man, I wonder what this person is doing. I wonder what this girl is saying or whatever. Like, why go? That's like you're being friends with like a psychomaniac. Like, that's just kind of dangerous. Like, especially these people have emotionally underdeveloped issues and experiences. It's like it's just not gonna work. You wanna know why these people, especially like now, there's so much abusive relationships and dysfunction because a lot of people have these issues that just went just totally ignored and unaddressed through years, and then they get with somebody and that pops back up, and they get triggered. A lot of people just get triggered out here because they just been ignoring that, like just trying to be fake, you know, you know. So I wouldn't recommend try to find love and all that. Even if you do, I guarantee you, 99% is gonna go left unless you met your soulmate. You met the love of your life, but I doubt that. Like because a lot of people are just triggered and they're paranoid. Like it's not likely that you will find it. Like I'm not saying be pessimistic. If you could get it, then maybe like congrats for you that you find the one or whatever, the perfect partner. But it's just the world is just more cold now. You know, it's not about love, it's about hate. It's about taking advantage of somebody. It's about running up on somebody. It's about flexing on somebody. It's about taking advantage of somebody. It's about who could be cold more, who could treat people like crap more. It's like who could be more evil more, like, and get away with it. That's just what it's about. Like it ain't about like love and all that. Like it's just don't even look upon it. Even if you do have it, like people are just gonna hate you. They're gonna talk crap about you. They're just gonna sabotage it because people are just haters, man, and they're just grimy. You know, they're gonna just harass you because I see people who are so caught in like those type of like situations where they together or whatever, and it's like they get harassed, man, and people are just talking bad about them and slander because like the society is just not love. It's just chaotic. That's all it is. It's fucking grimy. You know, if you do find that one or whatever, I guarantee you, just what I need you to do is just don't even let nobody know because somebody's gonna just try to fuck it up or like ruin it. Like I haven't find it. I'm not looking for it because this is a very low expectation of me to look for that. But yeah,